So, from today we are going to start the Revit session, and that is for the beginners. So, from here, so as you can see, when you will open Revit, this will be the screen that will show you for the first time. Okay, here you will get two of the files, that is like one for the model, another one is for the families. So the thing that we are going to work on is the model. Okay, so in models here you can see all the recent items that is provided by Revit, like the project that you have worked on before. So I have like this projects that I have been working on right now. Okay, and here you get the family. So if you make any of the Revit family like table, chair, or anything, you will get those thumbnails here. Okay, so the thing is we have to get started with uh, this part. So here, as you can see, models in open, you can open any existing model. So you can just click on open here, and then you can open the model from here. Just select it and click on open. It will open your older models. Okay, and if you want to like use the if you want to make a new project, so you can get started from here, that is new. In new you will get this architecture metric imperial and a few other templates. So this is the template that we use, but for now we are going to use the template that is provided by Revit, that is the default metric template. So like in metric template we use meters, millimeters, centimeter. So that are the uh, that are used in like architecture, and not in architecture, in metric. And in imperial we use feet, inches, feet and inches, and all that is in like architecture imperial. So in India we use most of time imperial. Okay, but for most of the project that we do, or like any other companies do, we use architectural metric. Okay, so we are going to use this template, and this will be your default template. Okay, so now here you can also see there are two things, that is one is like project and another one is project template. So right now we are going to focus on project only, and we will see if we can touch this template option or not later on. Okay, so in architecture template, whenever you will in metric template, whenever you will open, you will greet it with this screen here. Okay, and on this screen you can find few of the options like architecture, structure, precast, insert. Okay, here are this option. And in architecture you can see all the things that we use in architecture, like wall, door, window, component, column, roof, ceiling, floor, whatever it is. So you can see it here. Okay, and in structure you will get all the option of structure here, like beam, column, structural wall, truss, brace, and this all stuff. Okay, and here you can also make the changes in case you don't want to see the structure or any other option on the top. So you can just go to file, and here you can go to option. In option you can go to user interface and then change it. So in case we don't have steel here, if you want you can get the steel option, system tab option. So I'm just bringing back all the options that I have like removed from Revit. Okay, so I'm just getting it back, and then we will remove it. So when you will open, you will get this many tabs on the top. Okay, so now you have structure, precast, system. Okay, then you have few more in systems, so electrical and all that. So if you want to just use the architecture, you can just go to file once again, option, user interface, and remove all the ones that you don't need. So for example, I don't need structure, I don't need system, I don't need this system tab. So I'm just removing this. So I'm just keeping the massing inside, and I remove all the others. So now you will see this is and there are many tabs on the top, but now it will get removed as soon as I press OK. So now you can see we just have architecture, structure is gone, steel is gone, precast is gone. Okay, and now we have this screen. Okay, so now you can see there are two of one is properties on the left, and another is like project browser tab on the right. Okay, so you will get it something like this or like this. So as you can see, so you can just fix it on the left or right, whichever way you want. So many people prefer the stuff that I had like this. Where is that? You will get a blue line here to fix it. Just a second, let me just do it on right side first. Yeah, now you can see I have just fixed it. And for the left side, uh, just a second. Yeah, now you can see it's just got fixed on the left side. I have to do that once again. So you will get this blue option if I keep it here. Uh, okay, let me just make it smaller and then try to do it. Fix it on the left. Yeah, now as you can see, it is fixed on the left. Okay, and in case this option is gone, this option is gone. Okay, so project browser or properties browser is gone. You can always go to view. In view, you will get this option user interface, and you can get it back from here. Okay, so you have all the other options like status bar, workset, and all this. So you can use this to remove or like get it back in case you lost it. You can just get it from view and user interface here and click on this properties and project browser to get it back. Okay, after that, uh, yeah, let's get started with this tab. So here in Revit, as you can see, we are provided with the floor plans, that is the default floor plans, level 1, level 2, then ceiling plans and elevations. Okay, there are 4 elevations: east, west, north, south. So these are the elevation views, this all. So this is north, this is west, I think, yeah. So you can also keep your mouse here and you can see the name of it. So this is west, this is east, and this is south. Okay, and we are currently on level 1. If you see here on the top, you will get a 3D button, so it will just get you in a 3D view. Okay, so this is 3D view, and if you want to go to floor plans, you can just click on level 1 to go to the floor plan. Okay, now you can see here are many options, so we will explore that one by one. So first of all, we have wall. So if you click directly on the wall, you will get a few options of the wall that are like provided by Revit by default. Okay, so these are the types of wall that is being provided by Revit. Okay, so there are also like 2 or 3 types of wall, like basic wall, stack wall, and after that you have curtain wall. Okay, so this is the basic walls that we have. So you can see like 100p, then you have like 90 mm, 200 mm, 225 mm, 300 mm interior walls. Okay, these are the types of wall that is provided by default. After that, we have curtain wall, exterior glazing, storefront. So this is a section that we will cover extensively later on. And after that, we have stack wall. Okay, so let's see what are the differences in all this wall. Okay, so let's just go for a default wall like a generic 200 mm wall. So now you can see this, I have just created a wall here, and this is that 200 mm wall. It has no layer, just one layer, I think, yeah. So then we have yeah. Okay, and just to go to the walls, you can also use WA as a shortcut, that is for a wall. Okay, so you can directly either you can click here or get directly to the walls by pressing WA on your keyboard. Okay, and now let's take a stack wall. Okay, so in stack wall, you can see there are 2 layers. Okay, and if you want to see more detailed layer in this stack wall, you can always go to this point. Okay, here it is shown as like coarse, medium, and fine. Okay, so which type you want to see, so you can just click on it, and now you can see many layers. So this is the medium. You can also go for fine, and in fine and medium it's almost the same. So sometimes there are like a little bit of difference where it shows like here also some detailing in the walls and stuff. Okay, so now you can see we have made 2 walls. If you go to 3D, here you can see this is a stack wall, that is a wall on upon a wall, that is a different structure wall. Okay, and here we have a basic wall. Okay, but as you can see, the height of this wall, we don't know what's the height of it, so you can just click on it, and here you will get some option, that is like location line. Okay, then constraint. Okay, so I will tell you about location line later on. First of all, let's go to the constraint. So first of all, I want this wall to go from level 1
Uh,
to level 2. Okay, and
Saurabh,
yeah, yes,
I have an emergency. Shall I
no
leave?
problem. Yeah, yeah, you can.
Can you give the recorded session?
Yeah, it will be uploaded on YouTube. Don't worry about that. You will get that session. So it's all right
Okay.
if you want to leave, and later on you can see the video. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay then.
Uh, so yeah. So
See
where were we?
how to make
Yes.
it a 3D
This
board here.
the walls. Uh, Hello.
Hello.
Do you know want to
3D
know like
3D
how? Uh,
हाँ 3D board में कैसे convert करना है?
Okay, for that, what you have to do is like this is not a conversion. This is just a, wall that is provided by Revit. What we can create that, I will tell you how to create it. Okay, so this is like layered wall right now, but we will go deeper into it. Like you can just go to the structure of it. You can see the preview of it. You can make the changes to it. So this is for the later part because it has a lot of thing going on. You can even create more layers like the one I have created. You can give it a different material here. So I'm just using this concrete layer for now. So in edit type we can change it later on, and we can give it an offset of like 50. I think it's in millimeters, so maybe we can just move it. So as you can see, so for that I will just tell you later on like how to create it. First let's see how to create this walls, like the normal walls, and then I will tell you how to create the stack walls. Okay, so now we have the three walls here. All the wall are different. So let's see like we have two labels here. Okay, so let's create few labels first. Okay, and then we will just constrain these walls from one level to another. So just go to any of the elevation view. Okay, and here as you can see there is two level that is provided by default. One is at 0, second one is at 4000. So you can just change the height of this level by clicking here, and you can just mention the height. So you can either click here and change the size, or you can just click here and change the size, or you can just use left mouse of your button and then move it. Okay, that's also an option. And then you have this move button to move it with the help of a keyboard. Like I want to move it like 500 on the top. So what I did is like I just selected it, clicked on the move button, and then selected this line and move it with the help of keyboard. Like I want to move it by 500 mm. Okay, just a second, this element will be okay. So this has been moved by 500 mm. So I now want it to be at 3000 mm. So what I will do is like I will just click here and write 3000 and press enter. And now you can see that the label has been changed from 4000 to 3000. Okay, and now I want to create a new label. So you can go to like in architecture, there is a datum tab. Okay, where you will find labels. Okay, and we will I will tell you about grid later on. So here you can use this label, and then you can just create a label. So now you can see I as I am moving my mouse, it is showing me how far I am from the last level. Okay, so this is one of the way to create. So otherwise you can just create it anywhere. Okay, and then press escape on your keyboard, and then
वो
this
elevation कैसे दिखाना चाहिए? कैसे
uh,
लाते हैं? Like plan में draft किया, but
okay.
बाद में elevation देखना है तो कैसे?
Okay, look, I am going to like in this view, this is our plan. Okay, this is our plan view. If you want to see the elevation
Yeah.
view, here is the elevation view. This part here in just below the 3D, there is elevation. In elevation, you have four elevations. So if you see this like north elevation from here, this is the north. If I double click on it, it will open the elevation. Okay, and what it is showing is like this. Like if I this is the north view. If I just click here, now you can see there's a line here. Okay, so whatever comes in between this line and this line, just a second, it will show that as an elevation. So I can just move this line. If I go past this one, like see, I have just moved this elevation from here to here. So if I go to north right now, okay, now I will just see this wall, not all the three that we were seeing in the last minute. Okay, now you can see only the one wall. If I go to level one once again, and I go to this is north. Okay, I will just click here. Now I will get it back from here. You can just see I can just move it. This is the north view, and now if I click on the north view here, Now you can see in elevation we can see the two walls, and I think one wall is behind this or maybe behind this one. Let me just move it. Yeah, behind this one. So we can see all the three walls from here. So you can always move your elevation view from here. Okay, you can also double click here. For example, I just want to see it from this view, that is the east view. Okay, either you can double click here or you can just double click here to see the east view. This is your elevation view. Okay, and now you can see we have three walls here, and I want to, okay, let me just create one more level here. So I'm at level, and what I did is I just go to datum. The shortcut for level is LL. Okay, remember that. Most of the time I only use shortcuts. Okay, and now this I've just provided four levels, and now I will just determine what is this the height of it. So for example, it is like 3000, then I have it at 6000, and then I will have it at 9000. Okay, now you can see all the levels are provided. After that, I want one more wall. So let's just copy this wall. To copy this wall, you can just use this copy for now and keep it here. Okay, so what I did is like copy and then copy from whichever place you want, whichever object you want. So first select the object, then copy, then move it. Okay, and now you can see we have a copy of it. So we are going to use this to constrain the levels to the walls. Okay, so first of all, I want this wall to get constrained to level 2. So the top offset of this wall would be level 2. Okay, so now you can see I've just selected the wall. Okay, we will do this in 3D also. So this is the wall, and I want it to go only up to level 2. So here you can see the base constraint of this wall is level 1, and the top constraint of this wall would be level 2, where I want to keep it. And now if I move my mouse outside, now you will see that wall will become smaller and get top constraint as to the level 2. Okay, and if you go to 3D, now you can see that wall is smaller and it is till level 2. Okay, so in same way, you can just open any of the view. For example, I've just opened the front view of it. This is the north. Okay, so now I want this wall to constrain to level 3. Okay, for that what I will do is like select the wall, see the base constraint of it. Okay, see the top constraint. So in top constraint it is right now unconnected. You can even use this unconnected also and give it the height that you want. So for example, I just want to keep this wall till 5000 mm. Okay, so now I will not provide it with any level. I will just give it a height of 5000 mm here, and now you will see this wall is this is another wall beside, this is another wall beside. Yeah, so this wall is only up to 5000 mm. Okay, and let me just constrain this wall to level 2. So base constraint is level 1, top constraint would be level 2, or you can say level 3 actually. Yeah, so this is constraint to level 3. Okay, then you have other option to change the height of this wall, like you can use this arrow buttons to change the height of the walls according to your own thinking, like how much you want to move it, how much bigger you want. So you can also use these arrows. Okay, so this is how you can even change the height of this. After that, now I want to constrain the this wall from level 2 to level 4, and I don't want it to touch level 1. Then what I will do is like I will select the wall. So whichever wall or whichever instance that you will select, for example, I'm selecting this grid, so it will show the properties of that part. Okay, so it is showing the properties of this grid. If I select this wall, it will show the property of this wall. Okay, so now we are at base constraint level 1, but now I want its base constraint to be at level 2. So for that, I will select this base constraint and do it at level 2. So now you can see the wall has moved towards the upper side itself. Okay, and then I want the top constraint of this wall to be at level 4. So now you can see I've just moved it to level 4. Okay, and the last one I want to do it as like from level 2 to level 3. So I will select this wall, and then base constraint is level 1, top constraint would be level, okay, base constraint would be level 2 and top constraint would be level 3. Now you can see this has moved to level 3, and if you see it in 3D, now you will see that all the walls are on different levels, like how we want. Okay, so this is the wall, and then as you can see here is level 1, level 2, but we don't have level 1, level 3, level 4. Okay, so I can see level 1 from here, level 3 from here, level 4 from here, but we don't have level 2. Okay, so get level to get level 2, what we will do is like we will go to view. Okay, in plan views, here's the option in view, plan view, floor plan. So we are missing the level 2 floor plan. Here you can see when I go to like view and then plan view, here you can find level 2, that is the missing one. You can even click on this do not duplicate existing, and you will get all the levels, but for now level 2 is enough for us. So I will just get back the level 2, and now you can see all the walls are present here. Okay, so this is the walls. After that we will see more thing in the walls, so let me
Wait,
just,
wait.
yeah, okay.
I was just looking for the
uh,
view, what you said, plan views, no?
yeah,
Floor
you
plans.
can just, go to manage, sorry, view, then plan view, and then floor plan.
Huh?
Here you will find that plan.
Then, um, यहाँ आ नहीं रहा कुछ.
uh, do
Okay,
you
हाँ.
have
Do
this
not duplicate existing
yeah, if
views.
you click on that, then only you will get this option, like if you have this, if you do not find level 2 there, then you can have it whenever this do not duplicate is present. If I do it as like do not duplicate, and here is it, as you can see we have all the 4 levels present. If I do it as like I want level 1 one more time and press OK, now I will see I will get a copy of it. Okay, uh, so this is like whenever we want 2 or 3
देखो
views.
फिर से करो मतलब like क्या
Okay, let me do
copy
it
कैसे
once.
हो
Look, there are few more ways to copy. You can either go to duplicate and duplicate it directly. That's one way to copy. Another is like go to plan view, go to floor plan, and after that here we have the option do not duplicate existing option, just remove that, and then you can use the level 1. So it will be without any detailing of level 1, it will just have that view there present. So now you can see level 1 and level 1, and it has a bracket that suggests that it is a copy of it. Okay,
hmm. And now
okay,
to add on the labels.
yes.
Labels कैसे add करने हैं?
Okay, in case you want to
Like,
add the labels, you can just go any of the elevation view, east, west, north,
hmm.
south, just select any one of it. So for in your screen, maybe it would be coming as level 1 and level 2 for now. Okay, so let me just delete this
Hmm.
2 levels. Okay, so it will also delete the ones. Okay, so now you have like 2 levels here, and I want to add a new level. So you can go to architecture. In architecture, you will find this datum, and in datum, you will find level. Okay, and in level you have 2 options, that is one is line, another one is pick line. So let's just use line option first. Okay, so I'm just creating this at any point that you want.
Datum, no?
Yeah, datum.
Datum.
Yeah,
Clear.
in architecture, after opening, can you see?
हाँ.
Yeah,
Architecture. Then
in
बाद में कहाँ?
then you have like
Opening के
opening
बाद
and
datum.
datum.
Okay, हाँ.
Yeah, and in datum you will find
Datum
level, shortcut is LL. Okay, you don't have to go at that place every time. You just
okay.
press double L on your keyboard, and you will get this level button. Then you have this line, so either you can use this line, or another thing we have is like this pick line, so you can always press escape to get out of any uh, part of Revit. Okay, so now what I will do is like I am going to create the level with the help of pick lines. Okay, this level is created. This is level 5. You can always rename this level. So this is level 3. So I can just rename it. It will ask you a question, that is, would you like to rename the corresponding view? You can just press on yes, and it will rename that. Okay, now we are gonna use the same label with a different line, like it is a pick line option that we have. So I can just pick line, and here I will give an offset like 3000, same as in AutoCAD you give an offset. So here also you can just give an offset, and then you can make the number of level that you want. So now you can see wherever I'm clicking. So if I click it from, if my mouse is coming from top, it will make the level on top. But if my mouse is coming from bottom, now you can see it will make a level on the bottom side. Okay, so now you can see when we were going on the top side and I gave an offset of 3000, so it was giving me 9000, 12000, 15,000. Okay, levels. But as soon as I clicked on this zero level, and from here I tried to make a level on the bottom side, now you can see it is giving me a level that is minus 3000 and minus 6000. So the offset is same, but it's just that if you're coming from bottom, it will make that label on the bottom side. Okay, it's not necessary that it will give you a negative sign only. If I want to make a label somewhere in between this, so I just want to make a label in between this of 1000 millimeter. Okay, so I've just given it an offset from here on the pick lines, and now you can see I can just make a label, and it is showing me the label at 8000. It will also make a label at like 5000 with wherever I want. Okay, and now you can see there are like many of the labels, and this view is hiding underneath this one. So what you can do is like you can just click here and you will get this crooked view. Okay, so you will just add an elbow here. So whenever you will go this at this place, it will give you an elbow option. You can just click on it, and now you will see your level will come down something as this, but your level will be at the same place, only the name of it will be a little bit with an elbow, so that all the views would look fine. Okay, something like this. So we don't need this many level right now, so I'm just deleting it. So to delete it, you can just use your mouse. So if you go from left to right, now you can see it will select whatever it touches. But if you go from right to left, it will not select anything until you cover the whole thing that you want to select. Okay, so I don't want this view, I can just delete it. So the selection option, I'm gonna do that also right now. So I'll just show you how to do the selection. So for now I'm just deleting this level. So you can even delete your levels from here, like I don't want level 5 levels. Okay, it will not get deleted from here, but you can even delete it from here and get it back from the plan views and floor plan. Okay, so let me just delete this, and let's just keep 3 levels for now. I don't want any more levels. So this is level 10, I want to rename it as level 3. Level 3. So what you can do is like you can just select it and press one more click on this button, and you can change it. Otherwise you can do is like go to here level 10, whatever is the name, and then right click on it, and you will get the rename option, that is level 3. Okay, and same option, fine. Okay, now I will go to level 1, make some walls, and now we will see the modify option in Revit. Okay, so we are done with floor plan. Okay, not we are not done yet. Okay, so let's go to walls once again. Let's draw some walls. So if you are trying to draw a wall, so let's just get a generic wall. So here you will get the options, like which type of wall you want to draw. So this is like a line option, so here you can draw anything in a line. Okay, this is how you can draw the
ऑप्शनल का
uh,
वॉल्स
just go to the walls,
हाँ
click on it. Okay, you will get the number of walls, whichever type of wall you want to select. Okay, and then you will get this option like modify place wall. Okay, and here you will get this type of option. So that is first of all, this is the line. Okay, then you have this rectangle. So WA is the shortcut for the wall. You can just click on WA and get till this place. After that you will see this rectangle, so you can just make a rectangle anywhere. Then you have this pentagon. Okay, then you have this inner circle and outer circle pentagon. So as you can see, this is the inner circle of the pentagon, this is the outer circle. So circle, you can see the pentagon circle is on the outer side. Okay, so we don't ever use it actually. Then we have this circle, so you can just create a circular wall here. Then you can use this start and radius arc. So if you are familiar with like AutoCAD, then you would know this option. So now you can see I can just create this kind of walls. Okay, so this is start and radius. Then you have this center and arc radius. So I will just create a wall, full wall first, and then it will ask me like from where to where you want that arc to be. Okay, so now as you can see, this is 90 degree, this is 180 degree, so it will snap automatically how much ever you want. So but it will be just be a half wall. Okay, so you cannot go further than this. So whatever the size of wall you want to make, you can make it from here and press escape to get out of it. Again, WA is a shortcut for the wall. Then you have this tangent arc. So this is not gonna work in this place actually. Okay, it will just work with two tangents. So for that, what I have to do is like make a wall, make this here, and now maybe this tangent. Okay, this is not working. Okay, I will tell you about this later on because I never use it. But it's just something like you need to have a tangent to make a wall on that. Let me just try. Okay, it is not working. Then this is like fillet arc. So fillet arc is like if I make a wall here, that is with the help of line, okay. And this is like I'm just left clicking on my mouse and moving it. And then if I go to the wall and use this fillet arc and I select this wall and this wall, so now you can see it is creating a fillet. Okay, so this is how you can create a fillet. We will also see how else we can do this. Then again I'm going to wall. This is elliptical wall. So now you can see, so you can just experiment with this type of walls. Then you have half or partial elliptical wall, so something like this. And then you have pick lines. So if I use the pick line option, okay, and give it
वॉल
an
थिकनेस कहाँ आती है?
yes,
वॉल थिकनेस
actually सुनाई नहीं दे रहा मुझे.
वॉल थिकनेस
Wall thickness, this all wall is like 200 right now. If you want to change it, we can do it. So I will just after this I will let you know how to change the thickness of the walls. Like all the walls right here that we have is like 200 mm. Okay, you can even change it directly to 140, or whichever wall you want to change. You can just select that wall. You can change it from here, but this is not the only way. There are many different ways from which you can change the thickness of the walls. Okay, not many but one or two. And yeah, so I'm again going to the walls. Then we have this offset, that is pick line option. So if I use this pick line option and give it an offset of 1000 mm, and now if I want to make this wall, so now as you can see I'm just using that wall to make this wall from here. Okay, so and here if yeah, from here to here, so this is a little bit odd. I will just use the pick walls once again, 1000 mm offset, and here I can just make it something like this. So this is offset of the wall, and then this is the last one, that is pick faces. So pick faces is like how to tell you, I will tell you about this later on. So for now I have created this many walls, and now you can, if I go to 3D, now you can see all the walls that we have created just to show it. Okay, so this is how all the walls has been created, and now I want all the walls to have a height from level 1 to level 2. So I will just select all the walls like this. You can go to filter here and check none, select the walls and press OK, and now it will show you base constraint level 1, top constraint is like unconnected for now. I can just put it to level 2, and all the walls are from level 1 to level 2 except this one that we made earlier, because we have already provided them a different constraint. Okay, then let's say, let's go to modify panel first. So I'm just deleting these walls, we don't need it right now. So I will just create few walls, that is from level 1 to level 2. Okay, you can or set this level top constant whenever you want. I can even go for like 3000, or I can keep it unconnected and give it a height. So I will just keep it from level 1 to level 2. Level 2. Okay, and then I will just draw a few walls here, like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, and now I want to make some changes to this wall. So I want this wall to get connected with this wall, and I want to remove this part. Okay, so you would have used trim and extend option in AutoCAD. So we have the same option here. Okay, so let's get started with aligning first. Yeah, so let's see all the options one by one. So here, as you can see, right now I'm in architecture. You can just directly go to modify tab. Here you will get this alignment, offset, mirror, then split element, pin, and then this is array, scale, and trim option, move, rotate, copy. So these are the modification option in Revit. Okay, so first of all, I just want this wall to get aligned uh, with this wall. Okay, this wall needs to get aligned with this wall. So for that I will use align option. Okay, so how I will align it is like I will just click on this align. Okay, and then I will click the face of the alignment where I want to align the second wall. So this is the place where I want this wall to be. Okay, so I've just clicked on it, and now you can see there's a straight line going on here. Okay, and now if I click on this place, now you can see this has aligned itself with that wall. Okay, this is how alignment works. So I can even align this. Let me just delete this wall and use AL as a shortcut. Okay, for alignment, and then I will select this face, and then I want to increase the size of this area. Okay, so as you can see, this is here showing me blue line, and if I click on this place, it will move forward to this wall, and this two wall size will also get increased. Okay, so this is in alignment with this one. So this is aligned. So we will see more stuff in alignment later on. Then we have this offset option. So I can just click on this offset and get a 1000 mm offset. Okay, and now I can just see, as you can see, if I'm going from bottom, it will create a wall on the inner side like this. If I go from the top side, now you can see it will create the wall on the outer side. Okay, if I go it from the inner side, it is creating on the inner side. If I move my mouse from the outer side, it will create the offset on the outer side. Okay, so
Uh,
yes,
ओ इवेंट
yeah.
नहीं
Actually I cannot hear you.
नहीं समझ में आ गया
Okay. Okay, now we have this mirror option. Now I want this whole thing to get mirrored on the other side. Okay, so what we will use is like this mirror, that is if I just select this whole part. So I just want to mirror this part first. So we have like two mirror option right now. One is this mirror pick axis. So I can just draw with the axis, and I can provide any axis. So it is asking me for an axis, and I can just select this wall, or like any line here that is provided to us. Or it can just create a line. Li is a shortcut to create a line. I can just create this line here, and now I will just select this whole part, and then I will mirror with the help of pick axis. Okay, so I'm just clicking on this, and then I have to provide it an axis. So I just put this as a middle axis, so it will create a mirror of it on the other side. Okay, and it's a copy of it. Now if I do the same thing, let me just remove this, and let me just create one more line. Li is the shortcut for creating a line. So it is not necessary that you only create it with a line. If even if I have a wall here and I try to make a copy of it, so I've just selected with the help of uh, hovering my mouse over this and left clicking and selecting this, and then you have this mirror pick axis. So I can just use this, and now I will use this wall as an axis. So you can use anything as an axis there. Okay, and now you can see it has created a copy. But now what I want is like, I don't want to create a copy, but I want this to be mirrored on the other side and get deleted from this side. So for that, what I will use is like mirror access, and here we have the option of copy. I will just untick it, and then I will hover my mouse over here, and now you can see this has been mirrored on the other side. Okay, so this is how you can mirror it. Now we have another option, that is mirror draw axis. So in last option we didn't had axis provided, like we didn't had what do you say, freedom to provide access. We actually had to make an access and then only we can do that. But in this option, like draw mirror access, you can just select your object whichever you want to mirror. So in this one I am going to mirror this one, and here it will give you direct option to draw that axis wherever you want to mirror it. So I'm just clicking on this option, and now you can just click your mouse anywhere. Like if I'm clicking it here and drawing a line here, so if I create a straight line, it will mirror it straightly. As you can see, it has mirrored it and removed it from there because we didn't had that copy option selected. So just a second. Here I'm going to select this mirror option, select this copy, and now I will draw a mirror. So yeah, this is that. Okay.
Let us be check.
Didn't it work for you?
Worked.
Okay, now if I want this to be on an angle, what I will do is like I will just select this.
How
Okay,
we
uh,
can't use enter for delete it to
uh,
delete the.
you can use del button directly to delete any thing that you want. You can just select it, delete it. You have
Okay.
that delete
So
option on that, I don't know where, like on your
shortcut
keyboard.
for delete.
Uh, yeah, directly use the delete button. It will delete whatever the object that you have selected actually.
नहीं लाइक ऑटोकैड में ई एंटर करो तो डिलीट हो जाता है.
No, that's not the option. Here, the delete option is the only thing that you can use to delete. Otherwise, you can just select this and delete it from here. Okay.
ओके.
And in AutoCAD also, the delete button works the same as in this one. Like I'm just selecting this and pressing
या
my delete button. It is getting deleted here.
या बट लाइक ई एंटर ई
No, no.
स्पेस बार.
E is there for the erase option in AutoCAD.
हाँ, टू इरेज है.
Uh, Here you
डिलीट और
actually have,
इरेज इट्स सेम
yeah,
ना.
yeah, and here you can directly use the delete button actually to delete it. Okay, so like I can just delete it directly here. Okay, and now I want to mirror the same thing on an angle. So I will just go for draw axis. And now here, what I'm going to do is like I'm just creating this angle. So here you can just get whatever angle you want, as you can see. As I'm moving my mouse, so first of all, I'm selecting the object, then I'm clicking on this draw mirror option. Then you have to provide a single line where you want it to mirror from. Okay, and then
ओके.
you will get the option to like at what angle you want to mirror it. Okay, so like I want to mirror it at 70 degree or 90 degree or 20 degree, 35 degree. So let me just keep it at 35 degree. So now you can see it has created this at 35 degree. Okay, so this was draw mirror option. After that, we have this split
एंगल
option.
एंड
Yes,
ज़ूम इन कर. एंगल
zoom.
कितना चाहिए वो टाइप कर सकते हैं.
Yes, you can also type that
कहाँ
actually.
से?
So you can just select this and then click on draw mirror axis. First, select the point from where you want to mirror. Okay, and now if you move your mouse, you can see यहाँ पे like it is showing the degree, but you can use your keyboard. Like I want it at 35, so I will just write 35. Maybe it's gonna work. Uh, it should
नो
have
इट्स
worked.
नॉट वर्किंग.
Okay, it's not working. No, it's okay. Then also it's fine. Like you can just use this. It is like moving with the 5 degree angle right now. If you zoom in a little bit more, it will have a smaller angle like 33, 34, 35 as you can see. If you zoom out, then it will have a larger angle 35, 45. If you zoom in a little bit. So whatever is the zoom on your like screen, So you can always use scroll button to zoom in, and then you can use this mouse to like get a smaller value or the larger value. We can even change this value later on. I will show you how to do that. But right now it should have worked that way, but that is not the option, but it's all right. Okay, so we have this. After this, now you can see this is a zigzag type of situation here,
Yeah.
and I want to like I want to like trim this part to this part, this part to this part. So everything in middle I want to remove. So what are the options that we have? First of all, we have the trim option, but trim option is a little bit on the lower side. So let's see the split option first. Okay, so here I'm going to use this split button, and then in a split button what it does is like it will just cut your wall in two halves. Okay, so as you can see, as I have used the split button here, it has divided this wall in like two or three parts, like one, two, and three parts. Okay, you can directly delete it from here. That's one of the option. uh, After that, you can go to split, and then you have this split with a gap. In last one, we didn't have a gap. If I use this split, the this is the last one that we have used. You can see there's just this line, but there's no gap in between the walls. If I use this second split, that is split with gap, now you will see there will be a gap made between these two walls. Okay, so now if you move this wall, this gap will move along that. Okay, and if you see here, if I'm just clicking here, and if you click on this unlock and unlock button and then move it, now you can see you have this split as much as you want. Okay, so this is the split option. After that split, let's move on to trim option, and then we will see copy, move, and
Oh,
rotate
wait,
option.
wait, 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 wait.
Yeah,
Just show
just try
the
it.
control Z and वो आपने कैसे डिलीट करा बीच वाला?
With the help of delete button, actually. First of all, I have
Okay.
divided
You just
into
clicked
segment.
it and just deleted. Okay.
Yeah, just select it and use delete button, it will get deleted.
Okay.
So just
Yeah,
I
okay.
created two segments here, and then I selected the segment I want to delete. I just press the delete button, it got deleted.
Yeah.
So that is how we delete it. Okay. So after delete, we have like let's go for the trim option. In trim option also we have like three trim option. One is trim extend corner, another one is like trim single line like single element trim, and then we have multiple element trim. Okay, so this option are mostly used for extension. So I will show you how. So first of all, let's use the trim and extend. That's the best option that we have in Revit. Okay, I use it the most. The shortcut is TR. Okay, so I'm just clicking on this, and now I want this line to get connected with this line directly. I don't want it to move on the outer side, so I can just trim it like here in this. Okay, now you can see this is a complete one line. I don't want this line to go here, so I will just trim it out. So this is how you can just trim it, like I'm just trimming it here till here. So now what will happen is like this part will left over here, and all the walls till this place will get deleted. Okay, so
Okay.
this is like trim option. uh, we have many things in trim option actually. Like if I can just make something here on the screen for you and show it how it works more extensively. So let me just delete this, delete this, delete this. So I'm just making a wall like this. Okay, and now I'm just providing wall, 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 wall. Yeah, so we have like these walls here. Now I want to trim this wall. Like I don't want to cut this wall, but I want this wall to reach here. Okay, if I use this trim extend option, then what it will do is like it will get this wall till here, but it will delete the anything that is on top of it. So if I look, can you see the blue lines here? Is it
हाँ.
visible to you? So if it is
Yes.
showing on the bottom, so the trim will happen on the bottom. If I hover my mouse on the top, Now the trim will happen on the top side. Okay, so this is one thing that you have to remember. So just to trim, you can just use this trim, then select the first object, then select the second object. So if I trim it like this, now you can see it has been trimmed and extended, but I want that this should get till this place. Okay, you can always select your wall and then move it like this. Okay, it should get it till here, but I don't want to trim it. So for that, what I will use is this option, that is trim single extent. Okay, so now what I want this, as you can see, are two faces, so I want this wall to get attached with this wall. Okay, face of this wall. So I will just select this face and then I will select this wall. Now you can see it has extended. And if
Command TR enter only.
no, the shortcut for this one is not applicable. Actually, it is not provided, but you can always give your own shortcuts if you want. So for that, we have to go to like key shortcut. KS is the shortcut for like keyboard shortcut, and then here you can select your whichever option is this,
Answer.
and then provide it. But for now, it is not required. For now, most of time we use TR, that is trim this option only. Okay, and if you have to use this option, that is a very rare chance that we use it. So for example, we have this four walls and I want all the four walls to get connected with this wall, so I will use this option, that is trim or multiple extend. Okay, so I will
वो
just, yes,
एक डाउट है
yes,
जो वॉल्स टाइप है उसमें जो मेरा यूनिट है वो 440 के बी एल के समथिंग लाइक ऐसे शो कर रहा है एमएम में नहीं शो कर रहा
is it showing it to you in inches or feet?
पता नहीं कौन सी यूनिट है लाइक मैं
Over this
ड्राफ्ट
side.
मीटर एमएम में कर रही हूँ बट
Okay.
यहाँ दिख नहीं रहा एमएम
Okay, in case that is not being shown to you, what you can do is like go to manage. Here you will get project units. Shortcut is UN. Okay,
ओके
and here in length you can just change that one. Okay, so in length you can always see whichever unit it is showing to you. You can change it to
एमएम
centimeter.
दिखा
This
रहा है
there it's mm. Okay, just show me what is it is showing on your screen. Actually, you can always share your screen. Yep.
दिख रहा है
Okay, and
तो देखो नहीं है
okay, that's like a different kind of wall. Don't worry about that. This is just a type of wall that is provided with your template. So let me just request the control here. Just give me the access. Okay, the thing is, this is the default walls that is provided to you actually. Uh, uh, it's very hard for me to control from here. Okay, so for now, just consider this as a like 200 wall or whichever type of wall you want. In case it is not provided to you, what I'm doing is like I'm just selecting this wall. Okay, and I'm going to edit type. So I'm just making a wall for you. So I've just selected any of the walls, then gone to this edit type. Here I will just duplicate it. Okay, I will write it as basic 200 wall.
टू
Okay,
30 करो
yeah, whichever size you want, you can just write it here
ओके
for now.
टाइप
Press OK. So this is just the renaming of it. After that, you can go to structure. That is this. You have to change the thickness of it. So right now, the thickness of this wall is like 125 You can see here the total thickness
वो कहाँ
125
चेंज करना
yeah, you can change it from here. So we don't need this many layers in the wall, so you can just delete the layers. You just need one structure layer right now. Okay, so I'm just deleting the ones that we don't need for now. You cannot delete the core ones, but you can delete the finish always. Okay, so now you have this 100 now you can see the thickness of the wall is showing as 100
काउंट
100. So now I will write it as 200 and press OK. Okay, okay, and now
वो मटेरियल कैसे चेंज करना था लाइक में
uh,
करना हो तो
if you want to change the wall material, you can just go to edit type here in structure. You can just click on this material. Okay, what you can do is like first of all increase the size of it. There you will get an option like three dots there over this place, and here you can just take whichever material that you want to apply on that part. Okay, so you can even use copper, wooden material, or whichever type of material. You can even provide the different properties to it later on. So we will see all of this, don't worry about that.
Okay,
This
ठीक
is
है.
this is just the basic overview right now. That is why I'm not going deeper into it. So this is like I have just created a wall for you, and I've changed the thickness of it to 200 mm. Just a second. Yeah. So now I will just press OK, and all the settings that we did for this will be saved. Okay,
Okay.
and now this is the wall that you have here. So I just want this to change to the wall that we just created right now with a concrete. So I will just select all of this, go to this option here. Okay, only the walls are not selected, the lines are also selected. So you can always go to filter, then check none, and you can select the walls and press OK. And now
Okay.
here you can change all the walls to the one that you want. So we made 200 mm wall right now. Just search for it wherever it is, like basic to 2 mm wall it has been written as. Okay, so this now will get changed to that 200 mm. Just a second, let me just change the name and also change the interior of this. So just write it as 200 mm. Okay, let's just keep it for now. And
I will do it.
okay, you can just change it later on. You can just rename it from here. And as you can see, these lines are being shown to us. If you want to keep it, it's all right. If you don't want to keep it, you can always go to structure here. Sorry, you can click on this material first. Click on this material. And here, as you can see,
Masonry.
yeah, you can just
Mm,
make it a little bit larger. Instead of this masonry and all, you can just use it as no pattern there. So it will
okay.
be a clean, just and here also for the foreground also you can just use that no pattern here. Press OK. Okay,
Mm,
okay, okay. Now you can see all the balls are back to its place, how I'm using it
mm,
this in on my system. So actually let me share my screen, because on your screen it's a little bit hard for me to like control.
mm, mm,
Okay,
mm.
so can you just see my screen? Yep. So from here, you don't have to change the unit. It's just about the template. I will just, if you want, I can just share my template later on. Okay. Now we were seeing the modify option here. Now I am going to use the multiple trim extent. So I'm just using this trim, multiple trim extent. I will select the face of it, and now whichever element I select will get trimmed to that part. Can you see?
Oh,
Okay. And if you want to do the same thing on the other side, you can always use this option, then select this wall face, and now you can just trim it like this. Okay, so we have not lost anything. Then in case I want to trim it from here to here, you can always use this trim option, this trim. Now you can see it has been trimmed like this. And now as you can see here, it's giving us an error that it can't keep the
mm,
wall joint because the wall on the top that it was connected with has been deleted. So you can always click on unjoint element, or what you can do is like you can always split this element like this and then try to trim it. Like TR is the shortcut for trim, and now you can trim it. Now it will show the same error for the bottom one. What now we are gonna keep it like the way we want. So this is how you trim and extend the walls. And it's just not applicable for the walls. It is applicable for the lines, for the filled region, for floors a little bit. Yeah,
mm.
then whatever the thing is, like whatever the modify option that we get, it is applicable to almost everything here. Okay, so we have seen the walls. Now I will show you what are this location line option. Okay, so for whenever you make some drawing on like AutoCAD, maybe you would have used grids there. So we have the grid option here. So I'm just drawing two of the grids, like one and two, grid one. Oh, it's getting a little bit crooked. Okay, so I'm just drawing a grid here. You can always draw an angular grid also. Okay, like this one, You can even draw this type of grids, but it is not required for now. You can also keep it like that. So I'm just drawing, and you can also use this pick line option, give it an offset 1000 mm, and then you can just make it like this. So I'm just keeping it like here. So now we have like three grids. Now if I go to wall and use this center line option, okay, you will say find the same thing over here. This center line, like the location line is here. The base offset, this is the top offset, and if you go by depth or by height. If you go by depth, it will make your wall on the bottom side. If you go by height, it will make the wall on the top side, like from level 1 to level 2. Otherwise it will make from level 1 to level 0. In depth it will make, if we draw a wall, right now we are at level 1 and I select the depth, and if I draw a wall it will not be visible to us. But if you go to 3D, here I have drawn a wall but it is not visible. But if you go to 3D, you will see a wall has been created here. And why is it not showing to us? Because now you can see this has been drawn on the bottom of the wall, because we use the depth option to draw this wall. Okay, but if in the same place I selected a wall, I'm instead of the depth I select the height option. Okay, and then I try to make a wall. Now you can see that wall is being shown to us, and the wall has been drawn from level 1 to an unconnected height. You can always select the wall and give it a top height to it directly, or whenever you are making a wall, give it like height. And now you can see this top constraint is unconnected. Here also it is written as unconnected. So these are basically the same option there. So I can always select the level 2 directly, and now it will not give you any of the error. It will just draw the wall the way you want, like this, like level 1 to level 2. So now you can see this is like if I can keep it unconnected. So yeah, now you can see this is an unconnected wall, and this is a wall that we kept it to level 2. Okay, and if you go to 3D view, uh, now you can see this wall is up to level 2, and this wall, whichever whatever the size of it has been given provided, so it is like 3000, I can just give it like 4000. You can even change the height of this wall from here. You can just select it, keep it as unconnected, and then change the height of that wall. So the reason I made the grids here, let me just delete all the walls and then show you why we are using the grids here. So whenever I'm making the wall, now you will see the location line option and how it is used. Then we will also see the chain and offset. Okay, so as you can see, this is wall center line, and if I am using this line and draw a wall on this, so what will happen is it will make this is 200 wall. So when I'm selecting this wall center line option, it will draw a wall top on top 100 and on the bottom 100 like this. So it will always keep the center line of the wall at middle. So these grids help us to see that. Now you can see this has been, this is the middle of it. If I show you the dimension, di is the shortcut for dimension. You can always go to annotate and align dimension, and from here you can just take the dimension of the walls. And whenever you're taking dimension, here also you will get two options, like this wall center line option and individual reference, like where you want to start the taking the dimension. So instead of like taking it the dimension from the center line, we always prefer to take it from the wall faces. Okay, so here I will just change it to the wall face. And now as you can see, earlier it was at wall center line, and whenever where was that, whenever I'm taking the dimension from here, now you can see it will just highlight the middle of it. But if I go for like wall faces, and now if I try to take the dimension of it, it is 100 on the top.
Wait, wait,
uh,
wait, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
yeah, okay, no problem. Let me just pause just a second. Let me see, is it recording or not? Yeah, so dimension shortcut is di. Okay, di. You will directly
Hmm?
get to this option. Here is the align dimension. You can always go to annotate. Here you will find the same dimension option. Okay, so from here, if you are getting this, then you will get it on this place. If you are in any other tab and press ti on your keyboard, you will get the dimension over here at the modify place. Okay, then here you will always get the center line option first, but you need to select it as wall faces. Okay, and then now you can see I have just selected the top, then I selected the grid, and then I selected the other face of the wall, and now you can see we have the two dimension here. and now you can see all the dimension is one is under the another one.
Wait,
Yeah,
रुको रुको
just
रुको वो
yeah.
डायमेंशन चेंज कैसे करना था
Okay, just
लाइक
let me tell.
सेंटर से
DI is the shortcut.
हाँ दिए हाँ
Okay. After that, instead of wall center line,
वॉल टाइप
yeah, here you can select wall
वॉल
faces.
फेस
Yeah. Now you can select the face, that is the top face of it. Then the face that you want to dimension it with, that is this grid line, and then the other face. Okay. And now you can select this one and move it out like this, like this. Okay, and there's an option like this dot, you can just move that dot, and now you can see this top is 100 and bottom is 100. Okay, so that is one. After that, let me just make another wall, and this time we are not going to make it with the center line. This is the location line. Okay, here I'm going to use the wall face exterior. I'm not using this core center line. For that we have to use a stack wall, so we will do that later on. So I'm just using face exterior and face interior that we use the most. Okay, so for now I'm using finish face exterior. So whenever I'm trying to make with a wall with a finish face exterior, now you can see the exterior face will get connected to the wall and to the grid line or whatever the center line of your wherever you are making this wall, it will start wherever I click, that would be the end point of it. Okay, so here you can see it was 100 on the top, but here it is 0 on the top. Okay, so this is wall face exterior. Then we have the wall face interior. So if I try to make the same thing, okay, but if I click here like on the same grid line, and if I try to make the wall, it will make the wall on the top side. So the interior side of wall is this and exterior side of the wall is this. So now if I try to make it, now you can see this is the interior face, so it will consider that interior face as this end face. Okay, so now you can see. So if I make anything with exterior
ये
face,
जो लाइन लाइन है
yeah,
लाइक
it is not
ये
required.
सेंटर लाइन जो
This is not required actually. This is I'm just showing it to you so that you can understand like where is the lines and why this is a little bit.
वो लाइन आपने कहाँ से मतलब कैसे
This is
ड्रॉ
a
कर
grid
वो
line. This is a grid line. You can find it
ग्रिड
in
लाइन
the datum uh, architecture. Like in architecture, you can get it in datum option. Grid. You
हाँ
can just create a grid here like this. Anywhere that you want. You can always change the name of it A, B, C, D, like the way we have in AutoCAD. Okay. So yeah, then you can just select it and you can use this arrow to move it like this. Okay, and this is just to show you like how this center line or this center line, the wall face exterior, wall face interior works. So I'm again going to the walls. I'm selecting the wall face exterior and I'm making a wall here. Okay, so now you can see the blue line that you see on the top, that is for the where is the end point of this wall, which face it ends. So that's the like exterior face, and if I press a space bar here, now you can see that exterior changes to interior. Okay, so if you press a space bar, it is
वो
easier.
लाइन आप जो ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं वो
Yeah,
मतलब मिड पॉइंट से है बट अगर एंड पॉइंट से ड्रॉ करना हो तो लाइक सेंटर
uh,
लाइन से ना ड्रॉ करना
from here on
हाँ
the right
हाँ
side.
वो कैसे करना चाहिए
So you can just press space. That line is not gonna be changed. If you put it as like center line, now you will see that is coming in between. Can you see that blue line? Center line. The blue line in
ओके हाँ
between.
ऊपर से
Yeah,
चेंज करना है
yeah. That's the center line. Okay. If you want it on the right side or left side, so this is exterior side of the wall.
फिनिश
So now you will see that
फिनिश
is.
फेस एक्सटीरियर एंड कोर फेस एक्सटीरियर मींस
I will just tell you about that, how it works. This is not gonna work on this. So now this was the basic wall. This wall didn't had that core faces, but now you can see these are the stack walls. In this one we can find that core faces. Okay, so if you can just see the element of it, how the wall is made. So now you can see there are many finishes core boundary here. So this, just remember,
या
this is the core boundary here. Okay, that is like at 190. So after this we have a core boundary on this side and one on this side. Okay, and this structure is in between.
Mm.
You can always see the whichever material you choose, it will show you here. Okay, like this.
Mail, mail.
Okay, so the thing is like if you want to know about the finish face core and this, so now if I select this core center line, okay, so wherever is the core of that wall, okay, this
Mm.
like for this wall the core is this second line here. This is the core center line of that. This is not a wall center line, this is the core center line. So it will just draw the wall from that core center line. Okay, so this is the place where the core of it is available, and from there it will find the center line of its core, and it will start drawing that wall from that point. Okay,
Okay, तो
and
ये
this,
composite walls के लिए है.
yeah, this is the composite wall. Then you have the same option like you want this core face, that is one will start from this end, and core face interior will start from this end. So let me just make a wall. So when I'm drawing this, as you can see, whatever would be the core of it, it will select that automatically and then draw the wall. Okay, from the exterior. A little bit earlier it was from this middle point, now it is on the exterior side. And if I choose it to be the finished core interior and try to draw the wall, okay, so the core of it is here, like can you see this blue line? So this is the core end there.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
this is something like that, the core, how this
हाँ.
core works. Okay, so most of time we don't use this composite wall in our drawings. We just use the basic walls, and in basic wall we use this, either we use wall center line if we have grids. Most of time we don't have it, so we use this finish face exterior. Okay, so if I use it here, now you can see it will just select the exterior face of it and draw the blue line on side of it. Okay, and then as you can see I can just connect these walls like this. Yeah, now you can see it is a clean wall drawn. Okay, and then we have seen the location line of it. Then we have this chain. Okay, so if I just unchain it and then try to make a wall here, so if I'm just making a wall something like this, let me just use a basic wall here, uh, like 200 wall that we have in our project. So now you can see I've just untick this chain and I'm trying to make a wall. So as soon as I end here, then you will not get that chain option, and
Extend.
you can just see like whenever I'm drawing the next wall, it will draw from there, like
Adieu.
it is not attached, like this wall is not attached. Can you see?
बाकी नाही ना आहे पण आहे.
Yeah, you
नाही
can
सगळं
just,
आहे तो ब्लॉक आहे. हा का? हा. करते गेले. अनब्लॉक करून करू का? अनब्लॉक कर.
mm,
Sorry.
yeah, no problem. So if you are drawing a wall without chain, so
Hmm?
this is gonna happen like the wall will just stop being made in the same line. Okay, and this will not get connected, so you always have to use the trim. So sometimes I have never used it, but this is how it works. It has never been used in project, but this is how it works, the chain option in the wall. Okay, and then we have so we always keep it on, so that if we are making a wall, now you can see it is being made in a chain. Okay, and then
Okay.
again let's go to the wall. Then you have the offset. So I just want to so if I give it an offset of 1000 and try to draw a wall, so wherever I will click on the screen, from there it will draw the wall on 1000 offset. Okay, can you see it? I'm trying to draw the wall here and it is being drawn here, and I'm trying to draw the wall from here, it is being drawn here. So this is how the offset of the wall works, but most of time we use the pick lines to make the offset of it, and you can just give whatever the offset that you need, and then from where you want to make that wall. So like if I just make a wall from wall, pick lines, offset, here I will give 1000 mm offset, and then I will just draw this walls like this. Okay, and always use trim option to trim it out. Okay, so this is how it works, and you can even draw use this pick line and then draw the wall on top of it like this. Can you see? So if we have
Yeah.
a this circular type of grid lines, then go to the walls, use pick lines, and then just draw the wall. Just pick that line. So if I just pick this line and make a wall here, so if I am picking this line, it will make a wall there. Can you see? Like this.
Yeah.
So now we have something like this in our project. Okay, this is not a project. Okay, so yeah, yep, this is done. After that, let me just delete all of it except the view that we don't need to delete. So I'm just okay. So select it. Now you can see one thing. Like if I am selecting it from this side, whatever coming inside it is being getting selected. Okay. But if I
Wait, wait,
come
wait.
from yeah,
अभी क्या किया आपने?
yeah,
Oh,
if I am
हाँ, सच.
left clicking on my mouse and
Hmm,
then
hmm,
moving my mouse, then you can see whatever coming inside of this rectangle that I have drawn, it is being getting
hmm,
selected. Okay,
hmm,
but if I do the
hmm,
same thing from the right side, like and now you can see there's this dotted line. So same rectangle
hmm,
is coming, but now whatever I will touch, it will get selected. Can you see? Like if even if I have touched this a little bit, it is being getting selected.
hmm.
Okay, so this is the same stuff as like in AutoCAD also this happens the same one from the blue line and one
नहीं
from the
नहीं.
green line. Uh, like look here I'm on this wall, it is not being getting selected, but if I am coming from left side and just it is being just touched with that walls, it is all getting selected. Okay, do you
Like
understand this?
drill line
If you
नहीं
come
वो.
from the right side, you have to
हाँ.
keep the elements that you have to delete fully intact in that rectangle, but you come from the left side, then you just need to
Hmm,
touch that element. If I touch it a little bit also, it will get selected, and then you can just delete it.
okay. Hmm,
Yeah, okay. And to if you go to 3D view like this, and then if you want to move this drawing, okay, then you have to use shift and middle mouse button to rotate it.
shift and middle.
Shift and middle mouse button. So now you can pan it. This is panning. Okay.
Yeah.
So now this is how you rotate your drawings in 3D view. Okay.
Hmm.
Now I will just select everything. I will just select the walls and delete it with the help of filter. This is all gonna be deleted. I don't need this grid, this grid. I don't need this grid. Okay. So now I have a blank project without any grids. So I think the wall section for today is done. You can even create a slanted wall if you want. So we have this option of slanted wall. So
Okay.
so first of all, we draw the wall and then give it an angle. So right now, as you can see, this is a straight wall, but I have made it as a slanted wall. So now here we get an option that is angle from vertical. Okay, and here you can just provide the angle like 30 degree, and now you can see the wall is like a slanted wall of 30 degree. So whatever angle that you want, you can just provide it here, and now you will get this slanted wall. Okay, and tapered wall, I have never used it, but as far as I know, I can just make a wall as a tapered wall. If you are this wall type is not compatible with tapered wall set layer. Okay, this is just gonna be work with the stack wall, so I have to use the stack wall maybe, and then I can use the tapered wall. The curtain wall type and stack wall type are not allowed. Okay, so which type of wall is allowed actually? Uh, Tapered is like on the bottom, it will be of a larger size, and on the top it will be a smaller
Okay.
size.
Hmm.
So Okay, I have to actually look into it because this is a new feature in Revit 2022 and we never had to use this tapered wall. But this is like whenever you are this wall on the bottom will be something like this, and on the top it will be uh, what do you say, like, okay, let me just show it to you with the help of
thickness कम
model.
होगा. I
Yeah,
got it.
yeah, I can just show you how it is actually. So I can just make a model out of it. So before we had to do something like this to make that tapered wall. So like this, like this, and then let me just, okay, and this is kind of like tapered wall actually. So either
Okay.
either this or
हम्म.
like
वो thickness भी कम ज़्यादा कर सकते हैं ना.
yep. So yeah, fit like this.
Retaining
So
wall है.
yeah, like this type of wall you can draw with the help of tapered wall, but it's not working for me right now. I'll just see how it works, but we can always draw it before we used to do this. So first you have to draw it in 2D and then extrude it, and this is how you draw it, the tapered wall. Okay, so I think the wall section for today is complete. And there's one more wall that is left, but we will see that later on. That is the curtain wall. Because this is a section that is going to take a lot of time to understand how the curtain wall works. And for now, you can just see there are three curtain walls. One is this curtain wall, that is clear curtain wall. I will just draw all the three curtain walls for now. This is exterior glazing curtain wall. Here you will get the cuts in between, and then you have the storefront wall. Here you will get the mullions on the uh, walls. Okay, so now you can see this is a clear curtain wall. Okay, we have no divisions in it. This is a curtain wall. Then we have the second option, that is like exterior glazing. In this you will get a yeah, something like this, that is the division in the curtain wall. And in
Delay अजून ठीक है.
yeah, and in third one, you are just getting the storefront with
करायचं.
wherever this mullions are provided. Like
हम्म.
wherever this line
Once
divides, there you will
repeated.
find mullions. So we will see like how to go from this wall to this wall by just using the curtain grids, mullions, and how to divide these walls and how to make a circular curtain wall. So there are a lot of things in like curtain walls. Okay, so it is like 1 or 2 hours just for just to understand this curtain wall. Okay,
Okay.
so for now you can like see what else you can do with the walls and labels and grids. Okay, that the things
Yeah.
that we have covered. And yeah, one more thing, just a second. So in case that we have a plan, so you can always go to the walls, just make a plan, something like this. You can always select 200 wall. So while working on plans, we just draw it like this. So like I want there is a ground that is provided to us of like, yeah, or some area that is provided to us, that is like this 4000 by whatever the size of it. So as you can see, the size of it is in being shown in millimeter, that is interior. Okay, so let me just increase it. You can always change the size of it from here. So it is like 6100. I want to change it to 6000. So you can just change it like this. You can always change it from here, and from here I'm just giving it to 6500. Now I need to make some rooms here, and room and living room and all that. So on the interior side, I'm going to use a smaller wall, that is 140, or even if I have a 100 wall. So I'm just going to make a wall here. So this wall, let's just make it. Okay, so this is just a small plan that we are making. So wall, and here wall for a kitchen and a bathroom. So I've just made a wall. Now I will see the distances of it. So room should be like 3 meter long. Okay, and then just consider this as an open area. So the living room and the kitchen would be placed somewhere over here. So maybe we need a little more space here. Okay, let's just provide that. So instead of like 1480, I want bathroom to be 2000 mm. So let's just consider this as a plan, and then I will just draw one wall again, and let's just see. Okay, let me just see if I have any other plans. Okay, let's just extend this a little bit and then draw the plans here. So I will just draw two room and a larger room, a bathroom over this side, a kitchen on this side. This would be a open kitchen, and then we have this living room, and then you can have a puja room or whatever room that you want to keep. So uh, you can just use any of the floor plans to make it, and then you can just select this. You can adjust the size of it, like 2738, whatever is the size of it, like 3000 millimeter. Or what we can do is like just take a plan from anywhere. So let me just see if I have a older plan. So I will just make it as soon as possible just for the ground floor, and then we are done for today. So yeah, and files, no, beam up. Let's see if I have any. Okay, let's just see like get a floor plan to BFK. Yep, this looks fine for now, or any one of this. Okay, let's just consider this as our floor plan. So I'm just making this floor plan. Zoom out. Where is that? Let's just save it. Save it to desktop. Save. Done. So now let's see if I can just open it, make it smaller, and then put it on top of my screen. Control Alt T. Control Shift T. Okay, let's just make this plan, and let me just import this image directly to the Revit. So I can just drag and drop it here like this, and I don't want to save this project. Okay, now I can just make the wall like this, like it is 25 feet. So 25 feet, let's just consider this as like 25 meter, that fit option for now. So 25 meter. So you don't have to make it this big, but we don't have exact size right now. So yeah, that is how we are going to make it. Or you can always change the unit from here. I'm going from meter to millimeter to meter. Yeah, so let's just make it like this dining hall. From this wall is like this place, wall. So you can just make the drawing first, and then later on you can do the adjustments like this. So I'm just making a rough drawing for now, and then we will fix it. So as you can see, the width of it is like 11 feet. So I will just consider that as 11 meter for now. So now you can see I have just taken a dimension. Di is the shortcut for dimension. Here I will just select this and make it as 11, press enter, and now you can see this has changed. Here we have changed the unit from millimeter to meter, so that is why we can work like that. But next time I will just find any millimeter drawing and then draw it for you in front of you. So yeah, this is done. Then we have this toilet that is 4 meters. So here, as you can see, this is shown as like 5.9. I will just right there 4 meter. I will make it smaller, and then trim this part. Then from here to here it is like 11 feet. So let's see, is it 11? Yeah, it is 11 actually. Then we are just left with this part. Okay, so here as you can see, what we have to do is like make it smaller, and this is like 7 feet. So we will just see what the size of it. It is 10 feet. So now what I'm gonna do is like select all of it and move it by 3 meter. So like 3 meter here. Yep, no problem, just move it. So I've just moved everything by 3 meter. I can just trim it. Yep. This is how you just can make a plan. Then here, as you can see, there's an opening, and here we cannot use the trim option, so we are going to use the modify, and here we will just use this split element 1 2. At 2 places I have done this splitting, and here I will just put it as core, so you can see a clear line here. You can just delete this, so we have something an opening something like this. Okay, then we have this wall coming till here, and what's the size of it? So it is like 7 by 6, and here it is like 7 feet, so I will just make it as 7 feet. So right now it is 5, I'm just going to make it to 7. Now you can see this is how it is. Then we have like this wall at 10 feet, 10 meter or like whatever. So this is just for a rough sketch right now. And then this top part is done. Then we are going to draw this, that is 12 by 10. So I'm just going to trim this part, trim and put it on the inner side, and then take a dimension from here to here. So the room is 10 in height and 12 in width. So let's see if it is 12. No, this is not 12. And to make it 12, I have to do something like this. So now you can see, like I just selected this wall, okay, and highlighted. When you select the wall, you will get this highlight option. Here you can just write whatever the amount of movement that you want, or whatever is the width of it, and press enter, and now you can see it is like 12 feet or 12 meter. Okay, you can also actually you can have done, we would have done something like this. We would have changed it directly to the uh, we would have changed the this to directly to the feet actually. Okay, I will show you how to do it later on. So this is 12, and this is at 7 feet from here. This is at 7 feet. Yeah, so there would be a little bit difference here, maybe, whatever it is. And then this wall is drawn. We don't need this lines. This is drawn. This, now I'm gonna draw a line here, a line here, and then we will fix the size of it. So this is like 7 feet toilet, and then this is like 4 feet. Okay, so 4 feet done. Then we have this wall here. I'm just extending this wall a little bit, then again selecting the wall, making a wall here. Okay, and just attaching this wall to this place. Now I will see the size of it, like 12 by 11. So now, as you can see, if I'm clicking here, I'm not getting this dimension. So DI is the shortcut for the dimension. From here to here, you can just make this wall. Right now it is 12 meter by 11. So let's just see that by 11. So yeah, 12 by 11, and that's done. And after that we have like 17 by 6 feet here. So I'm just gonna draw a wall here, and then see is it 17 or not. So I will take a dimension from this wall face to this wall face. So this is 17 by 6 by 11 feet. Okay, so like 17.6, I can just write it as 17.6, press enter. This is where it is. And then we have this as 11, so dimension from this place to this place it is 10, and somewhere it should have 11. I think this is all 11. Just let me just check it if it is 11 or not on this place. Okay, this is all 10, so I will just select this wall, make it as 11, and now you will see this all wall has moved. So now we have that 11 feet here. So now we can just take the dimension once again actually, or otherwise what you can do is like you can go to DI as the dimension shortcut. Then you can use the, instead of individual, you can always use the entire walls, and then you can go to option and then select this intersecting walls and press OK, and now you can take all the dimension at once, like this way. So dimension, dimension, So whatever is in there, it will just give you the dimension of that. Like if I'm getting this dimension, it will show 3 dimension here. Then from here to here, as you can see, there's an intersecting wall, and that is why we don't need this dimension fully. We just need from, so I will again use the, instead of entire wall, I will use the individual reference here, and then I will select this individually. And wherever you find 0, you can also change it. So here, instead of this, you can use the witness line and change the witness line from here to this place actually. Okay, this is showing us as 0 because the length of this wall is like 200 mm, and nothing less than a meter is being shown to us right now. So this is how you draw a floor plan right now. Then we will add door and window, so we will work on it later, little bit later, and we will draw a better plan with uh, okay, later on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for now it's all right, like you can just
एलिवेशन में अगर ऐड करना है साउथ साइड एलिवेशन नॉर्थ साइड एलिवेशन तो कैसे करना है?
look, here it has already drawn the elevations right now, so you can see
नहीं
all.
लाइक
Okay,
मुझसे गलती से डिलीट हो गया वो
okay,
एलिवेशन
in case it is like
लेयर.
deleted like this, it's gone. So for that you can go to view here. Okay, then you can go to elevation, and then you will find here elevation. Okay, and then you can just put the elevation here. Now you can see it would be named as like elevation A1 or whichever elevation you put here. It will be
रीनेम करना
named.
था.
uh, you can just select it, right click here, rename it from here. That's one option. Other is like you can just select it here, then go to view name. Here also you can just rename it, like the one we removed is like east elevation, so I will just write its name as east, and the name you enter is already in use. Okay, we have deleted west actually, so I will just write its name as west, and now you can see it has been renamed to west. And now you can see this is the reason, like if we keep it till here, okay, it will just show the frame or like elevation till this place, it will not go further than that. So if I go to the like west elevation, you will just see the wall. Okay, actually we, we will still see the wall there, but this should cover all your building. Okay, you can even increase the size of it from this point, and from this point, and this point. Okay, so yeah, this is how you get the elevation back. You can draw your own elevation in case it is getting lost. And if you go to 3D, now you can see the model that you get here is also being provided to you in 3D view. Later on we will put floors and also, but we will start with a new floor plan that is easier to work on, because this was in feet and I just made it as like in meters, but that's not the correct way to make it. So from next time I will find a better floor plan, and then we will work on that. Okay,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there are many things like door is left, window is left, component, column, roof, ceiling, floor. So these are like a railing and all. This is gonna take some time for you to learn, but yeah, this is how you create a simple floor plan for now. Okay, and putting the door and windows and all this stuff, this is a little bit easier in Revit than making it on like AutoCAD. But that we will see in the next session. And for now, I think I should stop the recording. And then if you have any doubt,
Yeah.
you can just ask me right now. That's not an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, just ask me if you
No
have
doubt.
anything.
I clear it out.
Okay. Okay, just a
I will
second.
practice it, and if I got any, I will ask you.